our new partner onboarding specific with the Warrior Movement system today. We get like one opportunity a week to really go through some tactical things on how to utilize all your resources, how to launch your business, how to scale your business. And the biggest thing to think about always is how many new people every week am I helping to launch their business? Right. So just really think that for yourself. Put new in the comments if you're still with me. It's important as you continue to think that way, because I'll be the first to admit to you, I can very easily overcomplicate things. Super easy. There's a saying that complicated is easy, but easy is hard, right? So we want to constantly just keep it simple. We want to constantly just focus on the fundamentals, the basics, and everything. And how do you know if you have the fundamentals well, to be honest, it's, are you consistently generating new customers? Are you consistently generating new enrollments? And are you then passing that on to other people? So if you yourself first are still working on the, hey, I need to still get better at enrolling new customers and partners consistently, well, that's what we're here for. Or maybe you got that part down. Then the question is, do we know the basics well enough to be able to help our people duplicate the very same process? A good example is McDonald's. If you really think about it, McDonald's, who here has ever had McDonald's in your life? I won't ask you how recent, right? I will say this. I will be honest. I do believe McDonald's has the best French fries out of all fast food restaurants. Okay, I said it. Yeah, I know. You can fight me on it, but it's they got something in there. I won't ask what's in there. You don't ask when you go to McDonald's. You just do the do, right? So anywho, it's been a long time ago, right? Hopefully. But think about how powerful McDonald's is. They sell billions and billions and billions of meals, and yet they are ran by a bunch of teenagers. Think about that, right? Like most people that work at McDonald's, they're not even in college yet. So if you think about that, it's the power of a system. And welcome to the family, Maynard and Ashley. Congratulations. Great call to be on. This is the one to be on, absolutely. I know. And praying for the surgery for your daughter, Stacey. So the goal today is to be able to help show you some of the simple things that we do have so that you can launch your business, okay? And at the same time, it's important to constantly be in a relaunch mode. Who here has ever needed to restart on your goals? Maybe it was a resolution, maybe it was a fitness goal, maybe it's in your business. But this business is constantly one where you're in launch mode and relaunch mode. And how do you relaunch? Number one, good mindset. So I want to encourage you and I want you to think, what are you here for? Right? What is amazing for you? What would be success in your partner co-business? Like put a word in the comments below that can describe why you're here. Right? For some of us, it might be freedom. That's my word for the year. For some of us, it might be impact. For some of us, it might be to prove a point. Right? Freedom's a good word, right? For some, it's have fun. For some, it's to break up the monotony. For some, it's to, there's so many different things, right? Help your family's life, right? Break generational curses. You're going to bring your family into a different place, your own health, blessings. These are all incredible financial things. Help others transform, right? Whatever those reasons are, it's always coming fresh to the table saying, that's my mission. That's why we're here, right? Then we have our partner co-vehicle with our amazing products, our comp plan, everything that we have. And then we have a system to actually drive that vehicle, right? And that's what we have to share with you today. And I just want to encourage you, this system, there's reasons why we put things into systems, right? So I've been doing these drops for 13 years. So I've seen many different ways to sell the drops. I've seen many different ways to build this business. I've been with this compensation plan for a long time. And the reality is this, we've probably failed 1,000 times, and then we had one thing succeed well. So what we want to give you are the things that really do work well. Case in point, where did the system that we're going to introduce to you come from? Well, around a year ago, I was in a place where we were doing good, but we were looking to relaunch to the next level. Have you ever been sitting there, you're scratching your head, you're like, how do I get to that next level in my life, in my business, right? How do I help hit that goal and break and achieve that? And all of a sudden, I looked on my story one day on Instagram and I saw someone I did not know. And I started having a conversation. This person ended up being Lindsay Yoakum. I had a chance to meet her and her best friend, Sydney McKnight. And little did I know, they were masters at simple, scalable systems specific on social media. And as we onboarded them, it was very fascinating because I remember launching the business. And I'm not you. Who here, by the way, prior to Partner Co., you've had other network marketing experiences too. You've been exposed. Yeah, Pam's like, I've had too many, right? And usually, correct me if I'm wrong, here's the system. Make a big list of your friends and family. Go talk to everyone. Talk to your mom, talk to your cousin, talk to your dog, sign up your dog, right? And just hope and pray that things are going to happen and that you find somebody that's going to blow up your business. And hopefully, meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting, things are going to change for you. If you can hang on for 3 to 5 years, life is going to be great. Now, about you, who here does not have 3 to 5 years to wait on your goals, right? You wanted it yesterday. So I was used to that. That's the upbringing I came from. And there's nothing against that. I love my roots. It's so much good training. But we're in a time now that we have big goals, right? We have our own baby Jaden. He's 5 months, growing super quick now. So I value time and flexibility and scalability. And when we were onboarding Cindy and Lindsay, I remember when they finally went through a launch week and I saw it and I was studying it and I'm like, wow. What was powerful is not only did they launch a simple way that anyone here can, where people come to you, but what I also saw is that their team started to duplicate like crazy. And I'm a student of success. And I saw this happen. And it was great. People didn't need to know much about the compensation plan. People didn't need to be experts on the product. People were able to just do some simple things that actually generate sales and scalability and duplication. And it yielded so much more. Okay. And multiple 6-figure earners later, well, now we have come together and we're like, all right, how do we add the good and make it gooder? And that's what we want to share with you guys today. All right. So here's my encouragement. If you're brand new, your number one goal today is you want to launch your business as soon as possible. All right. Put launch in the comments below if you're still with me. And what does it look like to launch your business here? Well, I'm just going to show you my friend Lindsay Yoakum's page. When she launched her business, she made a simple post we call an engagement post. It's a color block post on Facebook. And everyone's going to have a different result with this, but it's there and it's pinned to the top. This is your number one promotional tool. And she's had this since last year, January 10th. Now they're number 11 power rankers in the entire world. They're CEOs. But this one little thing opens up your business. Okay. So if you haven't done this yet, take a note, be like, that's the thing I need to do ASAP. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do I do the thing? Or what do I do after I do the thing? Right. So of course, we got to get the marketing that's out there. All right. How do I do that? Well, in the Warrior Movement system, and there's many different teams within what we call the Champions Network, but within the system, we do have some very simple things that you can do to help you to automate and to scale your time. All right. So I want to share a couple of those things with you guys today. So when you got started, if you didn't get it yet, you should have gotten linked to a couple of things. Okay. I'll put it back here as well too. So we have this page that gives you a lot of cool links so that you have access to all these resources. So it's wellness360.community/links. And the very first thing, in case you missed it, is this bouncing orange block. And it says, click here and start your onboarding. Okay. When you click this, it'll bring you through a step-by-step onboarding sequence that'll get you connected to our boards. That'll get you connected to all the systems. That'll get you connected to all our tools. So I'd encourage, if you haven't gone through that yet, This is the number one thing you want to go through. And Alice, the bot, is going to be your best friend. Okay. And I'd also encourage, if you haven't gone through this for a while, you might want to scroll back through this because there's so much good information that's there. Okay. You're stuck there. What are you stuck on? Feel free to mute yourself. Yeah. And this is meant to be an interactive thing too. So I'd love to get you unstuck. Which part? Feel free to share. Maynard and Ashley. Well, if you are, then let me know. Okay.
Yes, love.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on the part where I'm trying to get the website onto my screen so that I can get it. How do I go about doing that?
Like this site.
Yeah, that site. Is that the link that I can go to get that site?
Yeah. So what you can do is go back the main site, wellness360.community/links.
Yep.
And then if you go there, then you just click on this button. It'll link you directly to where.
Oh, perfect. That's what I needed. Okay, yes, I couldn't find this link. Perfect. Awesome. So now I can use the three buttons and then save it. Perfect. Awesome.
Good question.
Thank you.
Let's go. You got it. And great question. There are no silly questions, by the way. These are super important. So yeah, once you go into this, then you'll get connected to so many cool resources. There's a couple of things I do want to go through with you. Like it's going to lead you through things like step number 1. I want to encourage you because we're updating this all the time. We have a couple of cool things. Telegram is where we make a lot of announcements. Now, we have a lot of events that happen all the time, right? And don't feel like you need to attend everything unless you're Diane Odom and you're like, I am in everything, which I love, right? The more, the better. But it is important that you're aware of things that do happen. So we have a couple Telegram channels, 3 in fact. And why Telegram? Because it's something that you can actually have unlimited people on, and it's very, very powerful. So what do these Telegram channels do for you? And once again, these are all on that links page. These are all, AliceBot will take you through that as well too. We have an announcement channel. This will give you all of the announcements of all the events that come up. Daily, we're posting in this. So if in case you forget, it's out there as well too. Second thing we have is we also have a support channel. So if you ever have some really, really vital questions and you're like, I don't know who to ask, you can go into this channel and ask any question. And the leadership in here is always answering questions. And it's just a lot of fun. This is also, by the way, when you make that launch post, like something that's really good. And I love this. Lisa Swanson, she was able to help her new teammates launch their business. This is exactly what you want to do. Whether you share or you help your new teammates share it. So we want to love on your first post. So when Natalie makes a launch post, we want to make sure that we all come together as a tribe. We start supporting that so that your prospects can see there's a lot of people there. Purely the launch post, we don't want to do that for all the posts, but the launch one specifically. All right. Yeah, my wife also said Telegram is important because in Facebook Messenger, things get lost. Here we can pin some things and everything. Okay. One more thing that we just created. Who here would love to have more social media content, but you're not the most, you feel you're not the most tech savvy, or it takes a lot of time, or you're not that creative, right? I know, Jody, me too. I'm not that creative. Okay. It takes me a long time. I'm not good with colors. Yeah. So what if we're to tell you, we literally have done for you social media for the drops, for Advantage, for before and after photos. And you can just go in here, you can download it, and you can share it, post it, whatever that you want to do. Okay, so it's literally done for you. So these couple of Telegram groups, I'd encourage, utilize them and just poke around, right? So have fun with that. All of that, once again, is on our wellness360.community / step 1. Okay. So take advantage, have fun. Now, the most important thing, though, that I do want to go through today is as you go through your onboarding, how do you get that launch post? Step number 5, all the others are important, of course, and it'll link you step by step. But launching your business goes into step number 5. And this is where you get downloaded what's called boards. Boards is your done for you scripts and everything right into your keyboard. Have any of you ever been afraid of what to say to somebody if they ask you questions? Right? That's what I thought. To be honest with you, you know why I didn't market much in the beginning of my business? Even if you told me what to post, I wouldn't do it because I'm scared if someone asks me a question, I don't know how to answer it. I don't want to feel silly. I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm talking about. And here's a catch 22. Okay, so I want to be an expert so that I can more effectively build my business, but I can't be an expert unless I start building my business. You see the conundrum there? It's like, what do I do? Well, the best thing to do, and that's why as you learn, here's something I'd highly encourage anyone that's highly successful. These are a couple of things they realize. They realize number one, they have a goal they really, really want. Number two, they have no idea how they're going to do it. But number three, they're willing to take imperfect action moving forward because you realize you learn through the doing. Was anyone here as a child? Did you get walking down right away? Were you like God's gift to walking and you just plopped onto your 2 feet and you're just like, you're handling it, right? It doesn't work that way. So I think it's important. One thing that I set a goal of is in my first 90 days, I set a goal to really start to get a good understanding of the business, right? So you're not going to get it overnight and you don't have to get it overnight. In fact, we have so many people that are making money in the first week of their business just because they're following the simple things. And most people will tell you, I hear this all the time, James, I somehow made money here. James, I somehow got promoted here. I have no idea how I did. In fact, I have people that are at 6 figures now. They still have no idea how they got there. Why? They just followed the simple blueprint and they just started taking step by step by step by step. So Jody, it's okay. All right. I just felt a big wave of relief. She's like, really? That's all right. And that's okay. Okay. Put it's okay in the chat below if you're still with me. Okay. So don't worry. We're all here for you. We want to do the very, very simple things. Okay. You got it, Shalia. Perfect. Now, what you do want to make sure, though, is you have the assets. So boards, you want to download this. And once you have boards, I do want to go through some of the things that we did do. On the boards, I've updated this a little bit further. And our goal is constantly to make this simpler and more logical for you to do. So when you populate this board, you'll see to answer the question before too, like where's the link for the Alispot onboarding? It's actually in here too. So we have that right away in case you need to re-onboard. But you also have a couple things here. Now, one thing I do want to highlight first is under business and compensation plan. We have what's known as the 6-figure blueprint. We have legitimately seen people make 6 figures in 6 months in this business. And their only want in the beginning was just to get a discount on their product. Who here would love to slip into an extra 6 figures? You're just like, so how? They follow this simple, like this guideline. Okay. I'm not going to get super into that. We got you, Tori. We got you, man. So what they did do though, is they looked at this and they're like, there's my roadmap. So you want to aim to get 3 products sold ASAP. So you can say, I got mine paid for. Okay. 3 product sales here gets your product paid for. You then want to unlock ultimate as soon as possible. That doubles your bonuses for life. And as you do this, here's the key framework that if you don't remember anything else, just remember this. This will always lead you to true north. If you focus on mastering the ability to enroll 10 new customers and 2 new partners. And why 10 and 2? We have found that out of 10 customers, 2 typically convert to a partner. And it's very normal. Who here, by the way, started your partner co-business primarily as a customer? Put a 1 in the comments if that was you. Or if you were primarily business, put a 2 in the comments. We have different access points here, right? So for most of us, if you look at the chats here, around 50% here. Awesome. 50% were product, 50% were business. Both are fine. We're all here right now, right? So as you go into that though, what's the key? The key is how can I personally continue to get 10 new customers and 2 new partners? If you just do that and you duplicate that in your team, you don't even have to understand the compensation plan, but it powers the compensation plan. One of our good friends, Donna Sembula, she's a senior officer now. She is not even, I think she's 8 months into her partner co experience. She had been involved in other companies with some levels of success, but she got stuck. She's a grandma. She's 62 years young. And she took the system, ran with it to a T. She got her first 10 and 2 within her first week. She continued to do that and scaled that. And within 3 months, not everyone does this, but within 3 months, she got to the bottom of this blueprint, the senior officer level. The average senior officer makes $14,000 a month. And it took her from being almost losing her home to the following Christmas paying in cash for a white Christmas for her entire family. So I'm telling you guys, any single one of us can dramatically change our life if we just simplify things and just focus on a couple of things there. All right. Does it tell you when you hit a payout? It does. Yeah. When you go in your back office, you have trackers and all those types of things right there. Okay. So just focus on this. Keep that as a goal. Now, don't worry about the how do I do it? Well, that's what we're going to talk about. So you have that goal in mind. Okay. How do you do it? Well, you're on your boards. And in our boards, we have a couple folders here. Okay. We have where you want to get to is it depends on where in the world you're at and what you're selling. We have a lot of Aussies on the line right now. Our Aussie friends, they sell the drops, but they actually have a different formulation. Did you guys know there's 2 formulations of the Slenderize system in the world? So there's day and night drops, which is international. Australia, New Zealand, Europe, they use that. I have my night drops here. In United States and Canada, you have the Slenderx and Accelerate. Why do we have this here? Who here personally would love to have an international business that pays you while you sleep? That'd be awesome, right? So it's good to know that you have these available so you know where to connect people in the future right there, okay? So let's just use an example. I'm just going to say we're going to go to sell Slenderx and Accelerate. This is like the US Canada version. The boards are pretty much identical, by the way. It's just we switch out some of the assets for the different languaging of the different markets that we're in, okay? So as you go in here, you'll notice we reorganize this. So you're like, okay, I want to sell these drops. How do I sell them? Number one, I'm going to post on social media. In our system, it's very simple. We say make 2 posts a day. In the morning, post something about you, something personal. Okay, like people buy from people that like, know, and trust. But number 2, the afternoon, evening, post something about your business. We make it even easier. We literally give you the post to make, the stories, the captions, the everything. So you want to start the 7-day launch if you haven't done this yet. The first day, it says pick a pinned post. And as you go through this, read through them and see which one associates and aligns with you. And you're going to make a color block pin post, which I want to explain how to do it here. If you do need help on doing that, we have in this detailed posting tips on boards. And there's some quick tutorials on how you can actually make that color block and everything. Why is the color block so important? We don't want to take the photo and post it. We want to actually type it in and put it up there. Why? Facebook. Who here would like to master the Facebook algorithm where it pushes your stuff to people that you want to see it and you get engagement? I thought Facebook hated me for some reason for a long time, but it's actually just because I wasn't playing the game right. So Facebook notices these color block posts differently than if you post a photo, and they are consistently shown to actually get you a lot more engagement. Okay. So make that post. Then what's going to start to happen? Well, let's go back to Lindsay. Well, you're going to have people start asking you, yeah, what is it? Give me info. All these types of things. Who here, by the way, has already made these posts before, and you have had people ask you questions on what these drops are and what this product is? All right, type something in the chat below because we have a lot of people that have gone through this and it absolutely works. Janine is like, she's just launching on social media. She's doing it. Joanne, she is a grandma as well too. This is working for her. Mary, congratulations. Diane, congratulations. Shalia, congratulations. So as you do that though, then the next question is, what do I do after? Now you can respond however that you want. My encouragement though, especially if you feel like you're not confident in selling or confident in rolling yet, is just follow the yellow brick road in the boards. Okay, so we posted. Now that we posted, and after your first day, you have your second day, and we literally give you day by day things that you can post. You go back to number 2, and it says reply to post engagement. Okay. So what do? Well, then you think, well, how am I selling? Some people, they buy in bulk and they resell. Some people sell through links. By the way, if you're more of the type of person that you like to buy in bulk and resell, put a 1 in the comments. If you're the type that you like to sell through your links, put a 2 in the comments. We have different types. They all work. They're all fantastic. Some do both. I have both. They're both fantastic, right? So yeah, a lot of us do both here. Awesome. Yeah, there's a time and a place for both of them. So let's just say you're using links here. You want to sell online. I'm going to go to replying to interest in links. And what do? Well, for those that liked and commented, this is homework, by the way, for any one of us here, maybe you've been posting for a bit, any one of us, if you've had any drops posts and people have liked it, then you can do this likes your drops post, but didn't comment. Thanks for liking my post about these body balancing drops. We're just being supportive or interested in more info on the drops. So I can message Natalie that she liked my post, but she didn't comment, right? Sometimes you have to be a little active. So we do that. What's up, Gina? Gina's crushing it. Gina has enrolled 8 people in the last couple of weeks already. So congratulations to her. So once you do the end, you will want to catch Thursday evening in the States. Gina's going to be one of our guests on a drop talk. It's a presentation about the drops, and we do the presentation for you. Okay. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have that posted very soon. You will not want to miss that. Anywho, then from there, what do? Go to number 1. It says someone asked for info on the drops. This sends you them information. All right. Thanks for asking about the body balancing drops. They go to your tongue 3 times a day, balance your hormones, suppress appetite, support digestion, blood sugar, boost energy, mood, and double fat loss. On average, people lose half a pound a day. All natural homeopathic ingredients for Sunx Accelerate, hormone and stimulant free. And if you want more information, we link them to a website. Okay. What's this website? We call this website The Machine. And why is it The Machine? It's a sales funnel. It gives a really cool video. This first one, 5 minutes, it'll answer all the questions. But also what's great is there's an email capture here. Who here's ever dreaded following up with people? You don't feel salesy. You don't feel pushy. You're like, I don't know. When people come into this, we entice them to put in their email so that they can actually be put into a drawing to win a free set of drops. What does this do? When they put in their email, automatically 2 weeks worth of follow-up emails are dripping on them day by day. So Natalie, when your friend goes in there and they didn't respond yet, every day they're getting emails that you don't have to send. That actually we pay for. I was just looking at today. What does that do? Well, we have seen it's all about exposure. It's all about follow-up. We have seen so many times people say, you know what? I saw that email and now I'm ready. They'll come back to you. All the emails redirect back to you, the person that connected them. Okay. So this has a lot of cool information, but also what this does is I added another thing here too. Okay. Let's keep on going forward. So you send them that and you see it says, do you want to set? It's basically asking a buying question. If they're like, yeah, I want that, go to number 2. Prospect says yes. I can help you there. You give the price. We're talking about subscription as well too. Who here wants customers to come and buy from you every month? So you have recurring income. So it's in the scripting already. And here's the key. We also now introduce an upsell. If you're wondering, how do I get people to buy more or to even partner with me? Well, we have this upsell. Says we have an incredible promotion where you can get it for X dollars per set. We also have this in the Aussie board. So it's the Australian dollar over there. I think it's 212 Australian dollars or something. No, it's a little bit less. Or share through and get your personal product for free. Which option would be interested in? Okay. So Natalie, if I were to ask you that question, which one do you think you might answer? Do you want 1 month or do you want to know what the promotion is? What do you think? Which one? Oh, feel free to beat yourself.
Sorry, the promotion. Sorry.
You want the promotion?
Right.
Awesome. Who here wants to hear the promotion? Right?
Yeah.
Like that'd be cool. All right. So what's the promotion? And these are the same boards. Some of you might be using the Revolution boards. So Cindy and Lindsay, they have their own boards there. I just took similar scripting and we're just modeling together, right? So if it says they want to know how they can save or get the drops for, I'm going to go to 3B. UK is a little different, I believe. I need to look at what packages they have. So that's a good question. But they do have some set. Yeah, I'd have to answer that question. I'd have to look at that further, Joanne. So remind me on that and look into that as well too. But generally, we can use a similar type of function here, okay? Here it says it's easy. Take a look. There's a quick video here. And, let me know once you watched it. So Natalie, this is going to lead them now to this page. And Natalie, do you notice something on this page? Do you see this big green button that's just dancing and looking at you? Okay. So when you click on this, it's going to bring you down to this simple video that Cindy McKnight did. And what does this video do? It upsells people to either buy the drops or to consider a 4-pack of drops to get it for cheaper and actually partner with you as a brand partner. Okay. So they started as someone interested in the drops and they leave being interested in the business side now. And they're like, wow, how does that work? All right. Natalie, you come back, you send me a message, you send me a thumbs up, and I'm asking you now, this is the key question here. Natalie, I know you're primarily interested in the product, but with the business, how much extra money a month would you love to earn for this to be worth your time? Natalie, what would you say?
3,000.
3,000. Okay. There we go. Hey, who here will love an extra 3,000 a month, right? Guys, you see, this is the key question here. Because when how do people get excited about building a business? They have to know what's in it for them. They have to know their goals. So if we don't ask them their goals in the financial aspect, then they're not going to have interest in actually leaping into the business side. So I got that. Then, no matter what they say, because the answer is always the same. Natalie, we can help you do that. Can we make an extra 3,000 a month here in Partner Co? Absolutely. We have a simple system. We have a blueprint. I'm going to send you a link to get started. Here's a link, right? You send your enrollment link. You'll get that in your Alice onboarding, or you can check on the wellness360.community/links. Here's a membership. Here's my enrollment link. Most people start with a 4-pack. You can consider other things as well too. And also look at this video as well. When they look at this video, the second one, it'll also now upsell the value of what's called Ultimate. Okay. Put a U in the comments if you're still with me. All right. Ultimate's a very key goal. It doubles your bonuses for life. We get everyone there. The faster you go Ultimate, the faster you're going to be able to scale your business fast. Okay. So we get that. Natalie now watches the video and I'm going back here and I'm like, all right, when can you grab your order by? And Natalie will answer something. Okay. Perfect. So Natalie, now you're excited. What do we do? You're on board. You got started. Well, if you go back to the boards and if you see here on the main part, it says supporting new customer and brand partner. I'm going to go here. Oh, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to how to onboard a new brand partner. And then I'm going to send this message. What does this do? This is the key part to duplication. It sends you back to the onboarding. It sends you back to your link there. It sends you back so that you then can launch your business with that same pin post. You know what we just did there, Natalie? You completed one whole sequence. And then now you're handing it off to someone else so they can do the same thing.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Natalie?
Good. Excited.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
You see the light. This is why people don't duplicate, because there isn't a format. There isn't a procedure that you can do over and over and over again that anyone can do.
Yeah.
And you know what I like about this? Anyone can do this. It doesn't depend on you don't have to be a Chairperson 5000 to do this. Natalie can do what it is that I just did because it's not person dependent. it's system dependent. That's why I just want to follow the bouncing ball on all of these little steps there. All right. Natalie, thanks for being my role model and for role playing this with me. Can we give Natalie a lot of love in the chats below? So appreciate you. But that's our number one stat, right? When you're brand new, or if you want to relaunch your business, go through those similar steps and just start to follow that bouncing ball again. If you ever get stuck, just let us know. We're all here to be able to help. But I want to encourage you, just lunge into it and trust me, this works. For anybody that works this system, it absolutely works. Okay. One more thing that I do want to encourage you guys on as well too. If you like this, I will tell you, those that have been really, really crushing it the most, they're doing two things right now. Okay. Number one, they are opted in for a really cool challenge that we have going on. We are taking hundreds of people to Punta Cana with us. Whether you like it or not, you're coming. All right. You may not even know it yet. You're coming. Gina for sure is going to Punta Cana. You're coming. Okay. How? Don't worry. But the links are all in the groups. You can take a look at this. Okay. And what we're doing is we want you to commit. And even if you can't make it, like I know, for example, like Jody Garner is already going to Malaysia because she won a trip out there. She's in Australia, right? We're about to go to Gold Coast. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Jody, I think she's coming to Dallas for PXP. If not, would love to have you come. There's some people who are like, I don't know if I could actually physically go because I have crazy circumstances. Jody, are you coming to Dallas? Do you make the decision yet?
I don't know. I'm literally just doing the numbers to get my husband to Langkawi. So, because now
Perfect.
I feel guilty that I'm going without him. So, I don't know. Gold Coast, Langkawi, Dallas, who knows?
Do it. Well, hubby first, I'd say. And then after
Yeah.
that, we're going to figure out how to get you to PXP. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
Absolutely. Janine's coming to Dallas. Come on. Jody, all the cool people are coming to Dallas. Don't you want to be cool?
Absolutely. Do you know, I've got a funny story. I'll make it quick. I wanted to go to America for a convention with our previous company. And my husband said, if you can get there for free, you can go. I said, game on. That's a challenge. So I won a laptop. So I sold it for cash. Then I saved up my frequent flyer points. And I also got convention cash, which was doubled when I got there. So I literally came home with money. The flights cost me $88 return from Australia to Salt Lake City. $88. Wow. And I came home with US dollars. So I went for free and I made money.
Wow. Got it. There's the story right there. We're going to recreate that again then for sure. And you're going to help a lot of other people recreate that as well too. Come on. My gosh, that is entrepreneurship right there. Right. Okay, I'm going to have you repeat that over and over and over again, by the way. So take advantage. And my encouragement to everybody, regardless of if you know you can come or not, is jump in and commit. And why? Because we are giving extra value to this group. We have a separate mastermind group. We have separate calls. We're actually really dialing things in. And I always have a global perspective on these things. So I'm always thinking about all of our teammates all over the world. But I'd encourage everybody, if you want to commit to this, it's very simple. You can read all about it. I'm going to link this here. Yeah, this post is in the featured section on the Warrior Movement Facebook group page. So you can read it, take a look at it. And if you want to commit, there's a form, simple, and there's a $50 deposit that we apply either towards your room, or if you can't make it, but you qualify, which everyone here can qualify, then we'll refund it to you. Why? We just want to know that you're in with us. Why? Because when you make a decision, that's what changes everything there. Okay. So number one is that. Number two is that those that are coming onto, we do a daily coaching call that has just been incredible. Who here, by the way, has watched our IPA call live or on replay before, right? Give me a wave or put a me in the comments below. Like this, those that are plugging into this are growing like a weed. Because why? You're literally getting and you're hearing from people that are making it happen daily. And it's just like little details. One idea, it inspires you, it encourages you, it gets you into the mind state. So yeah, we put them on replays well too, because we had many time zones, many schedules, everything like that. But I'd encourage you to look into that. because one idea is all it takes for you to really change things up. So if you like this, as we wrap this up, number one, launch your business if you haven't yet. Okay, that's number one. Do that so that you got that out of the way. Then from there, start immersing yourself in the community. I'd encourage you, opt in for that Punta Cana trip. I'd encourage you, log in for that income producing activity called Live Run Replay, and just start taking a step by step by step by step. Focus on that 10 and 2 and just watch how this whole thing just starts to go special. And keep on thinking, who's the next person I'm going to help launch soon? All right. As you start putting that all together, you're going to see how this thing really just starts to duplicate and scale. All right. So with that said, any quick questions as we're closing this out? I got time for maybe one or two. Feel free to mute yourself if you do. Otherwise, okay. I hope that's clear. Have fun. Be clear. Absolutely. Nice to meet you as well, too. Welcome to the family. Great call for you to be on. Feel free to mute yourself, guys, and have a great one.